Ahoy! We're making the ultimate upside down cake with chocolate, and we're on a quest to find the biggest, most legendary coconut. Captain Bread Hook, I Coconetta, and they say there's a giant genie up there too. A coconut genie, that is. Is this how you're supposed to use a silicone platter? This bee is wobbly as a jello mold on a pirate ship. I got you, Captain. Thank you. Whoa! Welcome, my dear friends. You've arrived at the lair of the great genie of the Coconut Grove. Well, shiver me timbers, a genie fit for a coconut kingdom. Oh, mighty genie, we seek the mother of all coconuts. Coconetta and Captain Bread Hook, it's good to see you again. Of course I hope you find the legendary coconut. It's right in my backyard. This is one of my regular hangouts when I'm not hanging out for 1,000 years in my bottle. It's a coconut extravaganza. I've never seen so many huge coconuts in one place. Pretty cool, huh? Uh-oh, here come the chocolate chips. Enjoy the spoils of your coconut conquest, drizzled with chocolate, my dear friends. This is a coconut chocolate dream come true. I always expect the unexpected on the high seas of coconuts and chocolate. And toast your nuts. Much more flavor will come out. It's called the Maillard effect. And cream, a 1/4 cup of butter until it's nice and fluffy. And add in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but we're gonna fill the bowl in a minute. You'll see. And beat in 3/4 cup of light corn syrup. You have to scrape all the way down the bowl every time you add something. And your toasted, now cooled nuts. Mix them in there and pour it into a separate bowl. This is your cake topping. In another bowl, we're gonna be doing some dishes, huh? Yeah, but I have a trick up my sleeve. Oh, okay. Take 1 1/4 cups of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder and whisk those all together. Whisk that baking powder all around the bowl and add in a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt and set it aside. Now, back to your stand mixer. You don't have to wash the bowl either. See, fewer dishes. You know, I dropped my phone while washing the dishes. Guess it's in sync now. Get it? Oh, it just dawned on me. Get it, Dawn? Now, cream together a 1/4 cup of butter. I know it's a tiny thing in there right now, and you'll have to scrape the bowl a bunch. Add 1 cup of sugar and add in the yolk of your 1 egg. And beat in melted and cooled chocolate. You want to add a 1/2 teaspoon of espresso powder to the chocolate to really bring out the flavor. You won't taste any coffee flavor. It's just a superpower for chocolate. Now add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract to 3/4 cup of milk and pour about 1/4 of it into your batter to loosen it up. And alternate in the dry and the wet ingredients in thirds. This helps keep you from over-mixing the batter. Oh, look at that! It looks like some of the chocolate got too cold against the cold glass and solidified back up. Well, that's okay, because you just scrape it off there and the chips will dissolve back in during the baking. Hey, I wonder what would happen if we folded in mini chocolate chips with the coconut. If you try that at home, share a comment below. Yeah, that might be a cool thing. Fold in 1 cup of shredded coconut and your egg white that you whisk to stiff peaks. The air in the bubbles will also help the cake to rise, along with the baking powder. Now, we're using a silicone pan, and it's great for jumping up coconut trees. It just needs to be sprayed with baking spray with flour. And you spray it right before filling it so the spray doesn't have a chance to slide down to the bottom. Spoon in your topping and gently spread your batter all around on top of it. We'll just help spread it a bit here. And bake for 50 to 55 minutes. If you're using a metal tube pan, start checking it at 45 minutes because it'll probably bake a little differently. Use a long wooden skewer to check it. It's ready when it comes out clean. And let it cool in the pan for 10 minutes. Yay! Yay! Notice it's a little short and squat. Yeah, it doesn't have the peaks from the pan either. That's because the silicone pan flattened out with the weight of the batter. We'd probably get those peaks if we used a metal pan. This will still taste fabulous, and it's super cool that we bake the topping and the cake at the same time. You know, Captain Breadhook, it's always an adventure creating these fabulous bakes with you. You too. I would have never been propelled to the giant coconut sky if it weren't for you. And there you go. It's beautiful. Leave a comment. You make my day when you leave a comment. And I reply to them all.